Hey, this is Kent Jones with Jones and Associates, PC, Cleveland, Tennessee. We cover Bradley County, Hamilton County, Marion County, Polk County, McMinn County, and occasionally we go in other areas on an as-needed basis. I wanted to talk to you today about car accidents in the state of Tennessee. This is just very general because there are a number of considerations when there is a car accident. But as a basic background, if you're in an automobile accident in Tennessee, the first thing that you ought to do is check into your local ER and get a complete workup. Even though you may not experience pain at first or think that you're injured, later on, those injuries can and often do surface, and they are directly related to the accident, so it's helpful to have a workup up front. Obviously, there will be a police report. You need to get the other driver's insurance information if they have it, and then I would heavily suggest the next thing you do is contact a local attorney and your insurance company. By entering into an agreement with an attorney, then you can tell anybody that calls you about the accident that you're represented and they need to talk to him or her. When you are going to meet with your attorney for the first time, be ready to sign a HIPAA-compliant medical record release form, and that'll enable him or her to get all your medical records throughout the process of litigation if it goes that far. If you have any records from the ER or any physicians that you've seen during the interim, bring those. Those include, but are not limited to, MRIs, CT scans, x-rays, ER notes, appointments with physicians, physical therapy, orthopedic devices, and anything else that's deemed relevant to the injury. As far as statutes of limitations, those are important. The statute of limitations to recover for your personal injury is 1 year in Tennessee, pursuant to TCA section 28.3.104. If there is a wrongful death claim, that's governed by the 1 year statute of limitations as well. A statute of limitations means that you can't file any suit after that period is over. As far as property damage, damage to your vehicle, the statute of limitations is 3 years. Now, this is important to note because you may be originally from another state, just moved here, or knowledgeable about those laws. Tennessee is a modified comparative negligence state, and what that means is you don't recover unless you are less than 50% at fault, and then your recovery is based on a percentage basis. So, for example, let's suppose that the total award is $200,000. You're 20% at fault, so 20% of 200,000 is going to be 40,000. You subtract that, and your total recovery is up to 160,000. If the property damages are over $1,500, or someone dies as a result of the accident, then you need to report it to the Commissioner of Safety within 20 days, and if you have an attorney at that point, he or she will probably handle that. In Tennessee, you have to carry insurance. That's the law. Under the Financial Responsibility Act, the Tennessee minimum is $25,000 per person, $50,000 per accident. A lot of people with really old cars, they're thinking about trading in. will carry just liability insurance, and that means it covers damages to someone else if you're at fault. People with newer cars generally have to get comprehensive collision liability insurance, and usually they get it at higher limits than the minimum. It's also worthwhile to get uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage, because that protects you if you run into somebody, or somebody runs into you rather, that does not have any insurance and or assets, and you can turn it into your underinsured, uninsured coverage on your own policy. As far as questions that regard accidents where no insurance is involved, and unfortunately these do happen all the time, I would suggest that if it happens, consult with your attorney in detail about who had insurance, who didn't, the at-fault measurements, and those issues in order to put a finger on the evaluation of your claim. Should you have any questions, feel free to call me. I'm at 423-424-6208. Email is joneslaw08@gmail.com, and web address is www.jonesandassociateslawfirm.com. Thanks a lot, and I hope you have a great rest of the week. Talk to you later.